Hello folks, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is a quick video to just share with you the goodies I got from my visit to Nottingham yesterday, where, as some of you will probably know, I met up with Simon from Hermit's Cave, and we had a coffee and a chat. And I'll put a photo here that you've probably seen if you're in the Hermit's Cave group of me and Simon, and we had a really good time. And after our coffee and chat, we walked through Nottingham, and we went to a crystals and incense shop in the shopping centre in Nottingham. The shop in question is actually part of like an indoor market up on the upper level of the mall shopping centre, and I didn't even know it existed until Simon told me about it, and he took me there to show me where it was, and introduced me to the lovely lady Liz, who runs the store, I think with her husband Ian. It's called Lysian Incense and Crystal Shop, and yes, it looks like a small indoor market store, but it's packed with lots of goodies, and I thought I would just come on and share with you what I got. So the first thing I got was some new crystals. Here's nice clear quartz point there, and I got some amethyst crystals. I got 3 of those because there was a good deal on of if you bought 3. And I got some labradorite, nice little flat, almost square piece there, which was a bit unusual, I thought, and it drew my attention. In fact, all these crystals, because I could have been all day and spending a fortune there, because yeah, it is going to be a place that I shall want to go and visit again, at least one more time, if not many more times. So there was a wide choice of crystals you could get, and I will include in this video some photos of some of the things that they sell and of the shop itself, just to give you an idea. And the ones that I've taken from their Facebook page, which I shall link below as well if you want to take a look. And all the crystals that I picked were the ones that I was drawn to, because I thought, well, how do I choose which ones to get, because I couldn't buy them all, obviously, all in one go, as I would love to have had one of everything. But it was the ones that I was particularly drawn to that caught my eye, and I chose those. So the ones that seem to be calling out to me at this time. So that's the amethyst, the labradorite, and the clear quartz. Um, this this is some soda light. Some citrine. I really like this blue lace agate. A nice piece of selenite. Lapis lazuli or lazuli. And it took me a while to remember what this was, and I'm thinking that this is blue calcite, because I can remember looking at blue calcite and thinking, yes, I've got to get that. So I can remember the name of the others, and it took me a while, and I thought it's blue something. I thought it's blue calcite. Yes, that's the stones. And there's only one other. I didn't actually get the stone because I already had this, but I got this neck chain with a little cage, and I don't know if you can see, but in there is a piece of sodalite that I'm wearing at the moment, because it's sodalite helps with mental abilities and mental clarity and focus, and apparently it's good for creativity, particularly for people that like writers, for instance, and I want to get back into writing, and it improves communication and clarity of thought, and so that's why I'm wearing this at the moment. But it's that's what I got, the necklace thing with the cage, or the mesh holder. I don't want to call it a cage because it's not imprisoned, it's just there to let the energies come out as I wear it. I also got this incense holder, and I've got some incense burning. Don't know if you can see the smoke. There you go. And I got some incense, and the one that's burning at the moment is the Nag meditation. I've got the one I tried this yesterday. It's the Nag Forest, and I particularly like that. That was really it really did sort of have the nature smell to it, and it was very uplifting. And I've got a lavender one, and the Nag Chandan, which is like a sandalwood. So I haven't tried the lavender or the sandalwood one yet. I've tried the other two, but I've never used incense before, but I thought I would give it a go, and it's surprisingly, it just sets the atmosphere and creates better, air sort of quality. It freshens the air up, and it lifts you, and it puts you in that environment where you can meditate and just be with yourself, and getting in touch with your creativity. yeah, so that was my haul from Nottingham, from Friday afternoon, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't need to tell you that Simon's a great guy. He's lovely to talk to. I'm really pleased that I was able to meet and chat with him in person. And I know that if I'm ever in Nottingham again and he's available, I'm sure we will meet up for another coffee. After I left Simon, I had a bit of a wander around Nottingham and by myself, and I accidentally found my way to Waterstones, which is a big bookshop on several floors. And before I went back home, which, if you don't know, is a town about 15 miles away from Nottingham, but it's about a half an hour or so journey by train from my town to Nottingham. Before I went back, I had a wander and a browse through there. Nothing caught my eye as anything that I wanted to get from there, but it was good to have a browse and have a wander through. I mean, usually if I'm getting a book, I tend to try and get it as an ebook, mainly for convenience and to save space. I do prefer, if I have to make a choice, I prefer a physical book if I can, because that's what I've been used to for the majority of my life. I've been in love with books, and you can get the smell and the feel of the pages. It just seems more natural. But you can only have so many shelves and so much room on them for books, that the ebooks do. You can download several, even large size books to your tablet or e-reader, and it's just more convenient. You can carry that around with you more easily, and have several books you can read, if you're on the go. I mean, I've even got the Kindle app on my smartphone, and I was able to do a bit of reading on the train on my way to Nottingham and on my way back from Nottingham. So, and it just saves you carrying physical books around, particularly if they're going to be sort of big heavy ones or cumbersome ones to hold. But if you're just sat at home reading, it's not so bad, because if you're sat there, it doesn't matter. You can have whatever book and read that. And I like to pick up a book now and again, just to feel the pages. So I went and browsed through. There were a couple of books that I looked for, but they didn't seem to have. So they did have some tarot decks and oracle decks there, but none that I particularly fancied. The couple that I did sort of were thinking of getting at some point, I knew I could get them at a better price elsewhere. So I didn't make any more purchases there, but I just had a wander through the town, the city centre of Nottingham, and then I made my way back home. And And that was the end of a lovely afternoon, and I was absolutely buzzing from the experience, and it really boosted me in sense of self-confidence, to actually go out and meet someone that I wouldn't say a total stranger, because I've interacted with Simon obviously on YouTube, through comments and through emails, so you sort of feel like you know him, but for me to actually go out and go to a different place, again, not that I'm totally unfamiliar with, because I've been to Nottingham before in the past, but I haven't been for a while, and just to, after a long period of being a bit more reclusive, to actually get back out there again and meeting people, and what better person to begin with than Simon, and that made me feel better as well, because that was progress for how I'm grown, particularly over the past year since getting into tarot and this community. I had a chat with Simon about my channel, and I've got some ideas for the way ahead, but that's for other videos. And until the next time, I want to wish you all well, and I will see you again soon. Okay, thank you, bye.